Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to.
All right, I see what happened. All right, so my bad. I figured out what it was. I had YouTube and OBS going at the same time. It was double bubbling. I tried to cut off this from the OBS, and they ended up going to the YouTube. Look, once again, man, I owe myself a title. Welcome to the Comedy Report. I am your reporter, Dirty Folks. I kind of missed the daycare, but we're gonna pump this channel up, and we're gonna get this to 1,000 too, man. Cause they trying to take down the Dirty Folks daycare, man. So we plus, I got content that I do over here that's more news based, and I want to give y'all real information too. We can't just roast the toddlers all day. Well, we really could roast the toddlers all day, but that's become oversaturated. Everybody want to roast the toddler. They don't do it as well though, cause they don't have righteous hate. They just hate how these girls act because they really want to love these hoes. I hate these hoes for who they are, just what they are. It's just a different type of hate because I know there's no exceptions because all toddlers gonna toddle. But niggas out here hoping like I get a mother like grandma. When they met grandma, grandma was already grandma. He ain't see grandma at 18 when granddad had to go to the service because he was broke as shit and stayed there 8 years and they got a job at the factory. They didn't know grandma when grandma was a hottie. They found grandma when grandma was 45, and they don't remember grandma till she was 55, and they was 10. Grandma was a toddler too. But that's all niggas want. All niggas want is a cooperative bitch, cause they don't want to train their toddler and choke and alpha. But anyway, so I'm gonna do this show backwards, cause I'm gonna give people a couple of moments to come in and come hang out with us. So I want to show y'all. I saw a Tim cast this morning. Shout out to Tim Pool, man. I gave him credit, I think. Shout out to Tim Pool. He had a Tim cast earlier today that was like 2-3 hours long. But it was a hot 5 minutes. A hot 5, right? And during the course of that 5 minutes, it was about 15 minutes, but I reduced it to 5. During the course of the 5 minutes I'm going to share with y'all, he not only broke down how government is broken, but he also eloquated everything I tell y'all about this tribe of shit. Because, as heterosexual, Tony and swarthy men, we shouldn't be black. Let the women, gays, and felons have black. We'll be something else. They keep rebranding y'all every 20 years anyway. You might as well rebrand yourself, baby. You know what I'm saying? I done went from Negro to colored to black to African American. Now y'all want to be adios. Man, fuck that shit. Let these shirtless forest dudes be forever slaves. They could be descended from whoever the fuck they want to be descended from. Let's do something different. But before I get there and talk about the government, I want to relate it to something that's going on right now. So there's a lot to do with Lori Harvey. And everything about this girl is confusing to me. Let me see if I can pull her up. That ain't it. Y'all can hear me now, so I'll just show you. So this is Lori Harvey and all her glam and glory. You know what I'm saying? And apparently now she's dating Michael B. Jordan's friend, who I believe is Idris Elba's son, if I'm not mistaken. I know his last name's Elba. So, you know. Anyway, and everybody talking about how she for the streets. And she is for the streets, but let's be real. She's really for the daycare. And one of the things I wanted to know, we're going to come back to her. Like I said, but y'all come in, man. Help your boy get this channel hot. One of the things I wanted to know that's important to me, because I don't care about her body. Once she did Justin Combs and then did his daddy Puffy, I was like, oh, shorty from the streets. And it eloquates why I want to be Steve Harvey ass so much. Because this is the shit he was teaching this in the home, nigga. This is shit he was teaching your hoes. When this bitch listen to Steve Harvey and don't listen to you, y'all should be holding Steve's security back so I could touch his ass. You know what I'm saying? Don't nothing good come from Cleveland. Y'all should have knew when y'all found out Steve Harvey was from Cleveland. Wasn't nothing good gonna come from Cleveland. But what I did care about is networking. We're gonna talk about that a lot more when we get to the actual point of this. But off the networking side, girls, a vagina gets you access that knowledge and money may not get you. When they tell you money is power, money ain't power. Money is just a tool to exchange for goods and services. But we're going to talk money. Power is either force, because might makes right. You know what I mean? It's either force or influence. You can buy influence. You can buy guns, so money can be exchanged for goods or services. But actual power is influence or force, right? Knowledge is not power. All these wannabe smart pseudo-scientists on social media ain't got no motherfucking power. They can't even get no pussy or no money in these streets. They just know shit to know shit. Knowledge is not power. Money is not power. Money is comfort. Money is not power. Influence and force is power. So I'm like, yo, this vagina power that this goofy Tyler got is incredible. It's incredible. Because she's in all the circles that you would have to bust your ass to be in. And she ain't doing shit. So I said to myself, self, are these niggas even buying her anything? I mean, I know they, you know, getting her flued out so they could bust her down in you know, France or something. But, like, they ain't put no money in her pocket. Like, they ain't no motherfucking Lori Harvey feature on no Future song or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you something. I'm going to call this the Kanye effect. From this day forth, this is going to be the Kanye effect, right? How much is Lori Harvey worth? This is going to time. When I say the Kanye effect, remember Kanye was worth $8 billion one day, and then a week later, he was worth $400 million, which is still good money. But it's real liquid assets, and then it's, you know what I'm saying, a state, right? So Kanye was worth $8 billion in a state. He was only worth 400 mil. I say only like it's no money, but he was only worth 400 mil liquid. Let's look at Lori Harvey. Because when I look, bro, these motherfuckers got the game fucked up. Make sure y'all like and sub as y'all come in, man. Send your heart. Donate, man, because this is totally fan funded now, because they shut down the Dirty Folks show. Anyway. Watch this. I don't even know which one this is. Okay, so I wanted to know how much Lori Harvey was worth. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. This says Lori Harvey has reached $43 million in net worth. And they say they updated this May 15th of 2022. So that's just last year, right? Let me show you this. Lori Harvey net worth $1 million. Updated January 10th, 2023. Just trust me, say I know it looks small on the screen, but that's what it say. Updated January 10th, 2023. So my whole thing is Lori worth $1 million or $43 million? There's another one too. Okay, wait. Like here, right here. This one says that Lori Harvey is worth $4 million. Can y'all see that? Let me see how I make that a little bit bigger. What's with these fucking baby hairs? And that's her real hair too, but she just gonna do it, do it, do it till she's satisfied. This is why bitches don't need money, man. She don't even know how much money she got. She don't know shit. Okay. Nah, this one says she worth $43 million. She said her salary $4 million. Her monthly income $500,000. Okay. So let's look at this one. I want to make a point on this, right? Make a point on this. This one say her net worth $43 million. She makes $4 million a year in salary with a monthly income of $500,000. I need y'all to pull out y'all calculators for me, bro. But if I'm not mistaken, if you make $500,000 a month, that's $1 million every 2 months, right? So that's $6 million a year. But they say her salary is $4 million a year, and they also say she worth $43 million. I don't know how these motherfuckers count, man. I do not. When it comes to these hoes, man, they use Common Core math, my nigga, for real. 2 plus 2 is 5 because you got to carry the 1 type shit. Go right here to Wealthy Gorilla. They say she worth $1 million. Now, all of them give an assessment of how she earns her money. Right? I'm going to read all of them because I want y'all to see the differences and how they report the same shit, right? Her profession is model, entrepreneur, IG model. This bitch busting. Okay. Wait a minute. So she earned $8 million a year, but up here they say they earn $4 million a year. You see what I'm saying? Yo, they playing with shit, bro. Okay. Lori Harvey net worth is $43 million and earns over $8 million each year. Right? That's what they say, right? Now they're trying to put that on Steve Harvey. Okay, but that's what they're saying. She worth $8 million annually through modeling and business, right? Now they have a list of her assets. That's what I want to show y'all. Net worth $43 million, assets $32 million, right? Investments $11 million. Once again, man, let's do the math on this. Hold on, I got a calculator. Let's do this shit together, bro. What a calculator. All right. Now I got 2 calculators. Okay, we starting at $43 million, right? Assets, which are houses and shit, things that depreciate, but they gave her credit. That's $32 million, right? Her liabilities are $7 million, right? Now let's equal right there. Now we have $4 million, right? That's where we at. Now even if you added the $32 million in assets plus the $11 million in investments, that'd be a net worth of $43 million by itself, without her having no cash, right? So she down 7. So, but we gonna add all that together though. We gonna add that together. So plus 11, modeling income 3, biz income 4. Hold on. I don't even know who that is. That come to 22. Look, What I'm saying is niggas can't count. I'm gonna do this again, bro, because I want to make sure it's not me. 43. We just looking at what her liquid money is, how much she's really worth, not her net worth, her real worth. 43. Take away 32. Take away the 7 she owe. We at 4. Don't count the investments because the investments is wrapped up in the 43, right? Well, actually, you do. That's why I went wrong. I was supposed to subtract the investments. Minus the investments, plus modeling income, plus business income, wait, that's 0. All right. And somehow she got an annual income of $8 million. You see how they playing with the numbers, y'all? You see how they playing with the numbers? Now, let's go here. This the one that says she worth $1 million, right? Height and weight and all that shit. Talking about she an American model from Memphis? That's crazy. Sidebar, bros. Remember what I told y'all. Memphis is the top 5 worst place to get a toddler. Cleveland is too. That's why you don't listen to Steve Harvey. It's Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, Memphis, Louisiana, and Atlanta. Because Atlanta get the worst toddlers from everywhere else. Memphis is on the list. It's horrible out there. This ghetto gagger. That's why she busted. It makes sense now. This is why she a busted. She from Memphis. That really explains everything, bro. I promise God it do. I ain't even know that. But check this out. Man, say she worth $1 million as of January 2023. Now, how she went from $43 million in December. This was December of 2022. They updated this one. She was, you know what I'm saying? How she went from $43 million in December to $1 million in January, 1 month later. Don't worry about it. Accounting, right? Check this one out. So this one says Lori Harvey reached $1 million. Updated May 15, 2022. And same numbers we saw before. They came to 0, right? But this is what she did. In Memphis, she owns a 6,400 square foot luxury home that she paid $8 million for. Okay. Even though, you know, I got a friend in Memphis that got a 4,200 square foot home in Memphis that they paid. And it's not in Memphis. Right across from Memphis is it Greenbrier, Mississippi? Greenboro? Something green, Mississippi. But it's like right across state lines. And they bought their 4,200 square foot mini mansion for $350,000. So how she ended up paying $8 million for 6,400 square feet in Memphis, I call cap, man. I call cap. Anyway, but maybe with all the fixings is $8 million. So she got a crib in Memphis, but then they talking about, watch this. Bro, I have never seen Cognizant before. I've never seen her in a FedEx commercial. I've never seen her in a Microsoft commercial. I've never seen her in a Costco commercial. I've never seen, oh, that's her investments. All right, that's her investment portfolio. All right, my bad. About to say I ain't never seen her in none of fucking commercials. Okay. So she owed $3,500 for student loans, $5 million to expand her business. Okay, cool. But she don't have no business. Okay, listen. So this is what she owns. She owns an Audi, a Lexus, a Land Rover, an Alfa Romeo. Hey, yo, them hot though. Hella shoes apparently. Look, my point is, bro, y'all saw it. So they're saying that they got this number off Forbes. So this is how Forbes comes up with your net worth. Y'all can't see that. How Forbes comes up with your net worth is the value of all your assets minus the total of all your liabilities. Right? It's what you own minus what you owe. Remember, we just did the math on that and we came to 0. Really, we came to 11. But that's all investments. That's all tied up. She could lose it all. She could lose that whole 11 mil that she put into what companies did she put it into? Cognizant. I've never heard of Cognizant. FedEx, Microsoft, Costco, and IBM. She could lose it all if any of these crash, right? If Google decides to take over, then Microsoft is dead, and so is IBM. Microsoft gonna live only because IBM has Windows now. Because for a long time, IBM didn't allow Windows. Microsoft is still only hanging by a string because IBM put Windows on IBM products, on Apple products, and IBM is really holding on because of the iPhone. So if niggas ever go back to Android like they should, shout out to the Android team. Fuck, fuck what y'all talking about, man. Android is good yesterday, Android good today. You know what I'm saying? But if anybody stop buying them iPhones every year for $1,200, IBM, they gonna take a hit too. So if any of these motherfuckers fail, that $11 million is out of that. Out of there. How in the fuck? How do they keep changing the number up? Cash reserves of more than $12 million are part of Lori Harvey's assets portfolio with a $10 million investment portfolio. First they said $11 million. I'm not making this up, bro. Didn't we just see $11 million? Let's go right back here. When they was talking all this shit, investments $11 million. You know what I'm saying? And we did the math on this. When we did the math on this, it came out to zero liquid. So how does she have, how much they said she had in cash? How she got $12 million in cash and $10 million in stock when we just did the whole math and it come to zero in cash? That shit's crazy, bro. Look, if she got $1 million, she got $1 million from fucking Future, bro. That's where I'm at with it. Anyway, man. XL Pro said Tyler mad like the government. Shout out to that, man. Alright, guys, so check this out. We're about to get into the proceedings, right? What I want to explain to y'all is, like I always tell y'all, toddlers can't count, so they don't need money. Y'all saw it in real life. We did the math. Toddlers can't count. They don't need money. You understand what I'm saying? If you give that bitch more than $2, she don't. If she got more than coffee, bro, she can catch the city bus. You gonna lose that hoe. Keep your bitch broke, starving, and gang banging, man. Barefoot and pregnant by you, cause they'll get pregnant by anybody. But so make sure it's by you. Keep these hoes broke. Alright, guys, so this is what I want to show y'all, man. Let's get into the proceedings. I need to do a quick defrag to make sure this don't freeze. I'm going to take this quick break, come right back. We're going to be right back at it. We're going to go dead into this clip I saw from Tim Pool that I was like, it's tribal. And I'm going to explain to you how it's tribal when I come back after I defrag. I'll be right back. All right, so check this out, man. So early today, and by the way, shout out to everybody that showed up for the tolerology study group earlier today. But so earlier today, I was on Rumble because I'm getting more comfortable and more familiar with Rumble because that's where I'm about to be at. Because YouTube won't let a nigga be great, man. They won't let me be great. So I was getting comfortable with the type of content that's on Rumble and how they operate. And I ended up seeing this video from Tim Pool, from Timcast, with Florida Rep Gaetz, Matt Gaetz, I guess. Two-hour interview, 5 minutes I'm about to share, and I'm gonna narrate it because I want y'all to understand how tribal this is, and how every game is the same. The Lori Harvey play with her pussy game is no different than the rap game, which is no different than the drug game or anybody else. And as a matter of fact, all your constitutional laws are based on tribal laws. Don't believe me? Google any amendment and it'll have a tribal code under it. This is a corporatocracy, but the corporatocracy is based on tribal law. Tribal. You ain't got to complain about the system when you create your own system and stay in your lane. All right. Anyway, so I'm gonna commentate. Make sure you like and sub. Hold on, real quick. I was on my Lori Harvey rant, but I wanna thank Zone TV for the $5 cash app for e-comedy fees. Gratitude to you, sir. Comedy though, you get a laugh, man. No more. Gotta say the baby cries for the daycare, man. You know. Shout out to XL Pro Services for the tacos. $5 for tacos. Gratitude, sir. I don't like that. I'm going back to this. I don't like wasting a laugh. And shout out to Money Making Mitch for the $5 cash app. Alright, so let's get into it. This guy is this guy's arguably going to get his ass canceled. But he's telling you about cancel culture and how cancel culture is no different than Facebook or YouTube when you're dealing with politics. So watch this. I think I got him labeled.
Weaponized it, and it really started with a lot of the Obama people. Like, say what you will about Obama, the guy was good at vertically integrating personnel in a lot of these agencies where the bureaucracy would bend to their will. Like, if there's a fair critique of Trump, it's that, he was this great visionary, but oftentimes the people that were 2, 3, 4 layers down were working against him. And he didn't roll into the presidency with this terrific Rolodex of people that could go and operate at that level. Whereas, Schiff, Obama, like these people were good at getting people in place to drive action. And we should learn from that.
Okay, real quick. Let me break that down. Real quick. So, I got a story. Chicago politics is so weird that they literally call it Chicago politics. So let me explain to you how that works. What he's saying is, and he'll eloquate it later. What he's saying is, Obama had the same administration that whoever was still alive from Ronald Reagan's administration was part of. The cabinet never changed from 1980. They switched everything from Jimmy Carter in 1980, and they switched it over to Ronald Reagan. Switched everybody. Ronald Reagan put everybody in play. He was president from 80 to 88. From 88 to 92, George Herbert Walker Bush, George Sr., was president. He was the vice president of Reagan, so of course he didn't have to switch anybody out because it's the same administration going all the way through. Here's where it gets crazy. 92, Bill Clinton comes in. Doesn't switch any of the cabinet though. So whoever was there from Reagan was still there through the Clinton administration. Which came back to help him out after he got caught with Monica Lewinsky because they didn't impeach him. When Clinton got out, you got George W. Bush, George Jr. You know he gonna have the same cabinet as his daddy because he got his vice president from his daddy. Dick Cheney was George Herbert Walker Bush's homeboy. His daddy sent his boy to watch his son. As a good father should, by the way. As a good father should. But the cabinet never changed. After George Jr., you got Obama. So if you're talking about the housing crisis of 2008, which was orchestrated by Lawrence Summers, at the time he was the economic secretary or some shit like that. But Lawrence Summers was part of the reason that the housing crisis happened. When Obama came in 2008 to fix the housing crisis, he promoted Lawrence Summers, the same motherfucker that started the housing crisis, to the department head of HUD. Look it up. Same cabinet. That's what he's saying. And I'm going to play that back when he said Obama did a great job of bringing people in. Because the cabinet never changed. For everything that motherfuckers hate, people hate to lose their jobs more than anything, especially a cushy job. You just saw what happened when I was about to say Jeff Bezos, not Bezos. Motherfucker just bought Twitter. Y'all see what happened when they bought Twitter, how mad all them motherfuckers was when they got fired from their $300,000 a year job. So just imagine having a government job and you getting fired and you steal it on top of that. So when Trump came in talking about draining the swamp, he was talking about firing all these career politicians that have been there since 1980. The president changed. The head of the head of the Senate didn't change. The head of the House of Representatives didn't change. No other cabinet changed. Same mayors. Some of y'all done had y'all mayors for 20, 30 years. Yeah, Elon Musk. Thank you, Zone. Shout out to Zone. Nothing changed until Trump came in and changed. That's why we wanted to get him out of there so they could bring in this NWO or whatever they're going to do, right? Then, so when he says what you can learn from Obama, I'll give you a perfect example. So Bank of America kind of sort of owns Chicago. Now Chase Bank wants to own Chicago, so it's really a bank war. When Bank of America came in, they would make deals with the city council and particular aldermen. We'll put $300 million in your district. No, it wasn't $300 million, it was $30 million. We'll put $30 million in your district. We'll give you $5 million now, $50 million in 12 months, and then we'll stretch out. Now it was $300 million. We'll give you $5 million now, $50 million in 12 months, and then we'll stretch out the other 20 million, whatever it is, 225 million over the next 6 years. Will you sign this for me? Here's an envelope with $1,000. First of all, bro, they using that Lori Harvey math. If you got 300 mil to take over my shit, all I get is a stack. Fuck out of here, bro. Even comments, Pookie and Ray Ray them know that's a bad deal. Unless they rap. Rappers don't know shit. Rappers like 240 ounces in a light skinned bitch. All right, I'll sell my publisher. But any nigga that moved a bag of weed know that's a bad deal. But this is what these motherfuckers do. So what they want the next person to do is accept that same deal under them same conditions, or else, right? And we're about to get to the or else in the next part. So what Obama did was he just went along to get along. So whatever plans they had, Obama was already their golden boy. They was going to make sure it went through because Obama was a gatekeeper. And the only people that could stop Obama was black women. Obama passed every piece of legislation he wanted except when it came to black men, and black women stopped it. These bitches ain't stopped gay shit. They didn't stop Mexican shit. They didn't stop fucking same-sex marriage. They didn't stop the gun laws that Obama was trying to put in, that the Supreme Court had to stop, but they voted for. Why would the sidebar? It's crazy how girls vote against guns when all they fuck is killers, bro. That shit is crazy. They should be the most open carry bitches ever, because all they want to do is fuck a nigga with a gun, nigga. Anyway, didn't stop shit except heterosexual. They son, I ain't gonna go with heterosexual. They didn't stop shit except they sons getting an education and getting an opportunity to get a job in the summertime. That's your bitches. And that's why my hate for these toddlers is righteous. It don't have nothing to do with sex, because they black girls. You can fuck a black girl. You trip on the sidewalk and fall into some black pussy. But with clothes on, their entire goal in life is to destroy yours. And y'all don't hate them enough, because y'all don't see him as the op. Y'all still looking for that one good one. Oh, y'all can't be bad. Why risk it? Like on the movie Casino, when it was like, yo, you think Sam Rothstein will tell on us? Because they was thinking about killing him or not. Like, you think Sam will tell? He was like, he's a good kid. And they asked the big boss. Big boss like, why risk it? Why risk it? Sidebar. On that movie Casino, Sam Rothstein seemed like he was an upstanding dude and they were going to try to kill him for nothing. But in real life, the real person behind him, they also tried to kill him. It was based on a true story. That dude was an informant for 6 years for the feds. He the one that went through a middleman to give him up, but he never showed up on the documents. He was a secret informant the whole time. So that why risk it, trying to kill Sam Rothstein in real life, was a good gamble. Just like not trusting these goddamn toddlers, regardless whether or not you saw them do bullshit, the bullshit is always right over the over the horizon. Why risk it? Anyway, so that's how that works. Trump wasn't good at making friends. Obama was good at keeping the same dynasty in order. So that's what he meant by that. Now, next part. What are you talking about next? I know I get this label, so let's see.
Because they were
Farm system.
Hooked up with the liberal economic order at the time, and like they just had all the backing of
right. There's a whole infrastructure. Like if you're part of the prevailing way of thinking, the national security state, the neoconservative worldview, there's an entire infrastructure there to like build out your career. There are endowed professorships. There are think tanks that are ready to give you six figures.
Let me pause that real quick. Let me pause this real quick. I'll show you something. They said once you get into this, if you decide to take that blue pill, when they offer you the red pill or the blue pill, they say they have entire endowments ready to make your career. Let me show you something, guys. I'm gonna make this a shameless plug real quick. Go to the tribe up and put the sign up in, but I'm gonna show you something else. This is just for business owners. The emeritus registration. What they're talking about is emeritus. Tribally, we have the right to do the same. Let me tell you what emeritus is real quick, and we're gonna go right back to this video. So this is what they're saying to do. They take their business people, because an emeritus is anybody who has mastered their craft. If you have 10,000 hours of mastery in any particular field of endeavor, you are an emeritus, which is supposed to be like a master professor. You don't have to go to college to be an emeritus. You just have to be certified to be an emeritus. If you know somebody if you got an old man, nigga like in his 60s, in his 50s, but he been working on cars in this alley for 30 years, he is a master of fixing a box Chevy. You feel what I'm saying? He is an emeritus of fixing a box Chevy. He can literally get a job anywhere. If he can document how long he been fixing cars in that alley, he can go to any community college and be the box Chevy specialist, get a check as the professor of fixing box Chevys, because he has more than 10,000 hours of experience and fixing raggedy ass cars in the alley. So what they're saying is when you first come in, and that's that difference between Obama and Trump. When you first come in, you have people with 10,000 hours because they've been in that motherfucker since the Bush administration of, yo, this our lobbyists. Yo, you want to do this. This is how you work your number. If you fall under me, I'm going to teach you your job. You got elected to do a job, but don't worry about what the vote is talking about. I'm going to teach you what your real job is. You follow me. I'm going to get you there. Make sure you straight. And then, when you leave here, spoiler alert, when you leave office, we're going to put you up somewhere else. That's no different than me telling Excel Pro. That's no different than me telling Excel Pro Services, look, Excel, this is what I want you to do. I got 6 16-year-olds. Just random, arbitrary. Like Excel, I got these 16-year-olds. That's what I want you to do. I want you to teach them how to do carpentry, how to do floors. I need you to get certified though. Here, it's gonna cost you $50. Here, take this $50. Now I'm gonna certify you as an emeritus, cause you don't have to go to college for this shit. Girls just dumb. They just like picking up debt. You know what I'm saying? But it only costs $50. Like, look, pay this $50 for the certification. When you get an hour out your day, take the certification class. You know what I'm saying? You can take it till you pass it. Don't even worry about it. Bring me the certification. I'm gonna put you in the system. We're gonna get you paid an extra $35,000 a year to show up an hour, 3 days a week to teach these boys how to do floors. Then, after you teach them how to do floors, when they graduate from high school, I want you to hire them under this program so that this program pays for your employees for you. And then you just pay a supplement. So if it's an $18 an hour apprentice job, don't worry about that shit. You just pay the motherfuckers $5 an hour. These motherfuckers over here gonna pay the other $13. And then we're gonna groom them. So you really training your employees, bro. Like, you training the motherfuckers are gonna do your job for you. Like, bro, I got you. And so, come on in. That's what they're doing in politics. They grooming motherfuckers, right? But we'll get to that later. But I'm telling you, he's starting the beginning process. But I'm just telling you, that's what they're doing. They're doing basically an emeritus thing. That's what I'm saying. Everything they talking about is tribal. Everything they talking about is tribal. Niggas just like to complain more than they like to do the work. But if niggas want to do the work, niggas been marching 70 years because they want to follow a 7-year plan. And when they do follow a plan, it's always some religious shit because they want to take their shirt off and run through the forest. Hide for 40 years because they can't walk straight for 6 days. Some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get back to it.
There are think tanks that are ready to give you 6-figure jobs. There's a like career progression of jobs on the Hill. But if you think differently, you're kind of hunted in a lot. You know, you're hunted, canceled. They do everything to compromise you, and if that doesn't work, they try to destroy you. What do you?
I'm gonna bring that back. I'm gonna bring that whole part back. Cause don't that sound like social media? As long as you go along to get along and say black women is God, you can post all day. But as soon as you say something different, they try to cancel you. If they can't cancel you, they try to destroy you. Let's bring that back so y'all can get the full vibe.
The backing of
Right, there's a whole infrastructure. Like if you're part of the prevailing way of thinking, the national security state, the neoconservative worldview, there's an entire infrastructure there to like build out your career. There are endowed professorships. There are think tanks that are ready to give you 6-figure jobs. There's a like career progression of jobs on the Hill. But if you think differently, you're kind of hunted in a lot. You know, you're hunted, canceled. They do everything to compromise you, and if that doesn't work, they try to destroy you. What do you?
All right, I'm about to let this rock. I'm just saying. Just naming out, this is grooming. This is how they groom you for that. This is how they groom you to sell out your people, right? The same way they groom rappers to be like, yo, make it thug. Sidebar. This only gonna take like 5 seconds. Sidebar. Y'all remember when Rakim was on Aftermath, but he never dropped the album because Dre was trying to groom him to be a gangster rapper, and Rakim was like, nah, that go against the brand. I just want to give a shout out to Rakim's integrity. But everybody wants to groom you for the logo, whatever logo you're part of. Once you join the logo, when the logo is for you, when it works for you, then you can do whatever you want to do, because the logo will protect you. The tribal crest will protect you. Once you go off the range, though, once you get elected as a Democrat and you want to do something conservative and they're like, nah, you be like, yo, but this is what my constituents want. Like, I could be bipartisan. Nah. Like, yo, I'm cool with most of this stuff as a Democrat, but I don't want the transgender story hour in my district. And they be like, you want this money, though? And if you say, nah, I don't want that money, I don't want that in my district, they'll shame you. They'll do the SBE. Then they'll cancel you. And if you still standing on your integrity, they'll try to destroy you. So this is how we're about to get into how they groom you into that slot. This is from the words of a Florida state rep. So I've been, it is what it is.
Well, I think that, like, the most corrupt, like, foray into this is like freshman orientation, because like you show up here and I mean, imagine showing up from Northwest Arkansas, from like southern Mississippi, and you see the architecture of DC. They take you out to like the finest steakhouse, the best wine you've ever had, and co-located at your table are the lobbyists for the major special interests for the committees that you're interested, that you want to serve on. So like I get here and they're like, oh, Gaetz, you want to be on the Armed Services Committee. Have you met these defense contractors? These are the key lobbyists that round up the defense money. And they put you with them from the very beginning. And you sort of get the joke that if you give your vote card to the leadership and your calendar to the lobby corps, you just kind of get enveloped into a system that's there to nurture you and protect you and keep you out of harm's way. And all it costs you is your own belief set. And I don't think that's compromise so much as selling out. Now, so that is like step one. And that catches a whole lot of the.
I'm going to let them rock. What do they do to rappers? Big Chain Records, Big Chain. You feel what I'm saying? They bring the rappers in, these little dirty niggas from the hood. They pick you up in a limo. You get in a limo. It's 4 Instagram models. Bitches sucking each other titties but won't let you touch them. They pop a bottle of champagne. It's cheap champagne, but you don't know the difference. They popping Moet, $35 a bottle. But you ain't never had Moet. Moet Moet tastes delicious, bro. The pink bottle tastes delicious. Best champagne you ever had. Give you $10,000. Show you $10,000 check. Be like, man, I like your music. You like these girls? Hell yeah. You like the champagne? Hell yeah. You like these limos? Hell yeah. Want $10,000? Hell yeah. I'll sign you, give you $10,000 right now. Normally it's 30. So I'm gonna use real numbers, 30. Man, we're gonna give you $30,000. It's gonna pay for your studio time. You've been paying $25 a session for your studio time since you've been rapping. You've been paying $25 an hour. Buying beats off BeatStar and all type of shit. Trying to get your dream alive. You thinking $30,000. You can do your whole album for $2,000. You got 28 to blow. That's what you thinking. They're like, yeah, man, I give you 30 racks. These girls are sucking each other titties but smacking your hand away. Here, take this contract. I give you the 30. I help you get shows. As soon as you sign it, these girls will pop the titty out her girlfriend mouth and put it in your mouth. You want this? Hell yeah. Grew me from the gate. From the gate. You don't realize that when you sign it and they give you that 30, now you got to use the in-house producers. And the in-house producers want anywhere between 500 to 10,000 per beat. $50 Cent on the second album. He made the song I Get Money, which was No, teach you how to stunt. Teach you how to stunt. When he did I teach you how to stunt, first he went to Dre. Dre gave him a $2 million production budget for a second album. $2 million. He went to Dre, asked Dre for a beat. Dre said every beat is 500,000. He said, man, that's a quarter of my budget. He went on whatever that Beat Nuts or whatever it was, found a young producer. He made a fake email account, found the young producer that had that Stunt 101 beat. Dude was renting it for $20. You could buy it for $600. 50 gave the boy a tip, gave him $1,000 for that beat. For full ownership though, don't own the shorty don't own no publishing, just cash him out for $1,000. But he didn't know it was 50, because 50 used a bogus account. Stunt 101. So $2 million budget, I can go to the in-house producer, Dr. Dre, spend $500,000 a beat, 4 songs, my whole production budget gone. Or I can go on Beat Nuts or whatever fucking name it was and buy a bunch of fucking $500 beats. Have my album done like I did before I got a deal. Probably paid $3,000 plus whatever they pay to master it, $100 to master. Probably spent $10,000 in production on that album. The Massacre. That's the game they play. But they telling these motherfuckers, in his example, them Northeast Arkansas cats, you got to use our in-house politicians, our in-house lobbyists, our in-house interns, our in-house secretaries. We gonna groom you. We gonna make sure you straight. For some lobster and some champagne. We're bringing slavery back. You see how easy it is. We're bringing slavery back, man. A chicken in every pot, 3 toddlers in every bed. If you think these hoes ain't going, you ain't knowing, bro. Look, I do this, son. Anyway, because girls fuck the logo. And right now, he talking about how they grown for the logo. I'm going to bring that back a little bit. Wait, I ain't going to bring it back that far.
Round up the defense money, and they put you with them from the very beginning, and you start to get the defense contractors. These are the key lobbyists that round up the defense money, and they put.
Hold on, let me go back a little bit more.
They take you out to like the finest steakhouse, the best wine you've ever had, and co-located at your table are the lobbyists for the major special interests for the committees that you're interested that you want to serve on. So like I get here and they're like, oh, Gaetz, you want to be on the Armed Services Committee. Have you met these defense contractors? These are the key lobbyists that round up the defense money, and they put you with them from the very beginning. And you start to get the joke that if you give your vote card to the leadership and your calendar to the lobby corps, you just kind of get enveloped into a system that's there to nurture you and protect you and keep you out of harm's way. And all it costs you is your own belief set. And I don't think that's compromise so much as selling out. Now, so that is like step one. And that catches a whole lot of the people who get here. And then beyond that, if you kind of resist that system, then they do try to extort you, engage in anything they can do to compromise you, cancel you, find some joke that you liked on Instagram years ago that like doesn't fit with the mores of this time, find some email that you were on like the forward chain of that's like some basis to say that you're a white supremacist or you're some sort of unacceptable human that can't be in polite company. And then if that doesn't work, it's abject destruction through the political process where there are many dollars lined up solely for the extermination of those who push back against the narrative.
Yeah.
Hey guys, that spoke for itself. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm about to play the next part. I just want to show y'all that I eat more than just tacos and jerk chicken. Today I got pizza. Just want to show y'all I eat other shit. Cause y'all swear to God, but I love chicken though. But this piece kind of fire. Anyway, the next part is called Lobby, Buyout, and Pay to Play. which is also some emeritus shit. Remember the example I just told you? I said, yo, Excel Pro, you can cover dollars, pay 50 for the certification, make you emeritus, you'll be able to groom niggas. Now, me telling him to give me a couple dollars and pay that 50, that's the pay to play. That's the cost of admission if that's what he wanted to do. You understand what I'm saying? Now, he's about to explain the pay to play and how you pay for your slot, but they give you the lobbyists. Sidebar, man. If y'all know some people with a cold mouthpiece that know how to do sales, tell them to inbox. Tell them to email me, bro, because we need some lobbyists of our own, bro. We got a plan. We got a plan for this shit. There's so much bread out here, and there's so many rich people who want to give away money and just looking for a reason. Let us be the reason, man. Anyway, let's go to the next part.
This is detailed extensively in books like the Economic Hitman that I think are definitely worth reading and checking out here. But talking to previous members of Congress, it's really kind of daunting to see what they have to go through, how much pressure they have to go through, how much agreement they have to agree to before even getting into some of those positions of power.
Well, and the dues, it's money. I mean, there's specific dollar amounts. I mean, I remember, going in and saying, well, I want to be on the Armed Services Committee. And someone looked me dead in the eye and said, well, that'll be $75,000 that you owe to the leadership funds and to the Republican Congressional Committee. Wow. And so, I go home and think, well, part of you wants to say, screw you, or like, are you wearing a wire?
Yeah, if I could ask...
All right, this last part is tribal emeritus. I ain't know what else to call it, but it's basically what I was talking about with the whole emeritus thing. But let's kick it off.
If I could ask you, and again, you don't have to answer this, but who do you think is more influential and powerful in Washington, D.C., the lobbyists or the intelligence agencies?
Well, I mean, the answer to the question is yes, they're one and the same, because oftentimes they are fused with precisely the same personnel, where people will roll out of DOJ and end up at, the law firm that services the lobby corps and the very same clients. I mean, there's no better example of the fusion of that than when I learned through a whistleblower that the Perkins Coie law firm, which is the legal wing of the Democratic Party, has within it a secure information facility that is run by the FBI. So they literally have a place in their law firm where they can try to convert political dirt into intelligence investigations, counterintelligence investigations, criminal investigations, and the like.
Yeah, and let's not forget all the Epstein
tapes. And it's
up
and running today.
Yeah,
it's up and running today.
And they have all the Epstein tapes too, but that's...
Yeah, he was stressing the Epstein shit, yo. He was on that Epstein. He was not playing. Alright, guys, so that's what I'm gonna do, man. If y'all... Man, I miss my channel. I just decided I missed my channel. Yo, that's the video, guys. I really don't have that much more to say. I mean, I do want to address a couple of things though. I do want to address a couple of things real quick. Yo, that's crazy. Oh, there it is. I don't know if y'all want to come in the chat or not. Either way. But I'm going to say this. Then if y'all come in, it's cool. If y'all don't, it's cool. But here's the thing, bro. When I saw this, I said to myself, first thought came to my mind was Biggie. I ain't gonna front, bro. My first thought was Biggie. Remember, Biggie was like, it's like the rap game remind me of the crack game. I was like, yo, this politic game remind me of the rap game. Like, no cap. Like, everything that, all the games are the same, man. It's just what you playing the game for, bro. That's it. It's your purpose of playing the game. If you playing the game to get a little cooter, you know what I'm saying? A little cooch and a little fame, or get a little name, get a couple of dollars, you'll get that. You play the game to get power, and you know the things you need in order to get that power, the game will provide that. It's a different set of players, but the game will provide that. But true power isn't in playing the game. True power is in making the rules. Let's say it again. True power is in making the rules. The LeBron James may be your personal GOAT. Why not? Kobe, whoever. But they're playing the game. They're the best at playing the game. But they're playing the game. Commissioner Silver makes the rules. He can change how far the 3-point line is, the free throw line is, how wide the line is, how tall the hoop is, how big the ball is, what city can get a team. He makes the rules, and they change the rules periodically. Hand check, no hand check, man-to-man, zone. Is this a carry or is it a crossover? They make the rules and change the rules because they rule the game. A lot of the complaints that heterosexual men have in general, black men in particular, is they feel violated by the rules of the game, and they feel like every time they master the rules get changed. Then that's not the game for you, bro. It's just not the goddamn game for you, man.
Mama, that.
Once you decide to make the rules work for you, not work for your people, not work so you can find love, because most of the shit y'all be talking about is love, yo. I just want such and such so I can get a bitch. Or what about the bitch? You know how many people be like, yo, I want to do that, but the girls ain't gonna follow. What about the toddlers? I'm worried about the wrong shit. That's low vibration shit. Worried about a girl and you black? That's crazy, bro. You black and you worried about pussy? That's all black girls get you is pussy. Y'all travel to other countries to get black girl pussy. Y'all don't go across the country. Let me tell you something. And this ain't no shot at the passport bros. Not at all. But y'all not traveling to different countries that speak different languages, have different religions, have different belief systems, with different laws because you want a conversation. You know what I'm saying? You going out there to get some pussy. Bro, pussy is the last thing you can handle. What you gotta handle, and the pussy will fall out the sky like manna. If it's anything a girl hates more than herself, because girls hate they self major.
Mama, that.
If it's anything a girl hates more than themselves, is men having fun without them, nigga. They hate to see a man happy without them, nigga. You sitting there content playing your fucking PlayStation, or goddamn it, going to play cards with your friends or watch Monday Night Football. Nigga, they hate that shit with a passion. The idea that you can be happy, the idea that you can have peace, pisses them off to no end. They will not stop until they include it in the shit that you build. But when you create the system and you create the rules, you can prevent them from doing all the dumb shit that they would normally do to fuck up your life. Because you know what they do to fuck up your life. So when you create the system, you create the rules, which you call policies or ordinances, whatever the case may be, that will prevent them and punish them for doing the things that will fuck up your life. So you could be a great man. Because men are awesome. You know what I'm saying? Minus the bullshit, life's great. Men are awesome. Anyway. Want to grow on, man. But yeah. You got to listen to a couple of millionaires, man. People want to change. They just don't know how to change because they black. And they don't know how to separate the black from the man. They know how everybody else separated just fine. Women are women before they anything. Black women are only black when they need to promote a fight. That's the only time they black, is when they need to promote a fight. Every other time they just woman, and they want all the benefits of a woman until they want to promote a fight, and then all of a sudden they black because they need your black ass to fight for them. You know what I'm saying?
Mamata.
Gays are very content being gay first until they need to promote a fight, or they need to be the victim of a fight and say that people picking on them and everybody want to be like them and can't keep their name out their mouth, and you homophobic if you don't sleep with a man in a dress and all type of dumb shit. But they gay first. They only black when they trying to bully a man to treat him like a woman. You know what I mean?
Mamata.
But for some reason, men want to be black first. We're black men. Why would you dumb down yourself like that? Why would you do that? Why would you lower yourself? Because how they see black men, it's different than how they see men. How they see black men is in the lowest 20 percentile. That's why y'all yelling Pookie and Ray Ray, but y'all think everybody Pookie and Ray Ray. Like, that's crazy. Y'all really do. But 80% of black men are doing just fine. They're not rich, but they live in the American median income. If they have less money in reserves, it's because you have less marriages, and marriage saves you money, but y'all got the worst goddamn toddlers on earth. The fucking worst.
Mamata.
So all the money that you would save if you had somebody cooking at home instead of you eating out, or you had someone taking care of your kids instead of having to send them to a babysitter or child care or after school programs and all type of shit, all that money going out is because your bitches ain't shit. It's not because you ain't shit, it's because she ain't shit. Yeah, ain't shit bitches, but you got ain't shit bitches because they playing the game in the system that they in. Change the game. Change the game. 80% of men are doing great. If you're doing too well, they say you looking white, acting white, talking white, want to be white. That's how you know you're operating as a man. Once you hear you talking white, you acting white, they see white as a man. They call white people the man. But once they talk about black men, when they put the black on it, it's always the worst, most degenerate shit. When you say people acting black, it's always the worst, most degenerate behavior. White girl acting black, it's some bullshit. I guarantee you it's some motherfucking bullshit. You ain't never said a white girl acting black and she was doing some positive shit. Change the game, man. They telling you how the game is played. I tell you how the game is played. The music industry tell you how the game is played. The drug game tell you how the game is played. You know who don't tell you how the game is played? College. School does not teach you how the game is played. School teaches you how to be a victimized player of the game. They endorse all of the Baphomet shit, all the debauchery, all the sexual depravity, all of the debt. They teach you how to be in debt. Everything negative comes from the school system because they want you to be a slave. Either you're going to be a debt slave or a slave to vagina. They want you to be a slave. I want to be free. I want for my brothers what I want for myself, so I want you to be free. When I wake up in the morning, I'm a man before I'm anything. Then I'm the name on the back of my jersey, so I am what my father is. Then I'm whatever gang I decide to be in that particular day, whether it's a Mason, GDs, Boy Scout, whatever the fuck I want to be, because I chose those to be around those group of people. Then I might be a color, like, you know what I'm saying, me, Tony, or Swarthy, depending on how you see me. Then I'm American. Well, then I'm my city. I'm Chicago, nigga. Then I'm American. Then, like, lastly, I'm black. Because I ain't even black, because I don't even claim that. The difference between being Tony or Swarthy, that's a descriptor. There's Tony and Swarthy Mexicans. It's some dark-skinned Mexicans. It's some dark-skinned Arabs. It's some dark-skinned Puerto Ricans. It's some dark-skinned lots of people. Being a color is just a color. It's not your culture, your race, or your ethnicity. It's just a color. So, all right, cool. That's a descriptor. Like, if they ask, like, oh, how was he? He was like 5'10", like 220, you know what I'm saying, 20. And that's a descriptor. Black is a culture. The last thing I am is black. And that's only if I'm around bitches, because black is only for women, gays, and felons. So if I'm around a bunch of niggas in the hood, I'm like, I'm black, I'm hanging with the felons. You know what I'm saying? If I want to get some pussy, then I'm like, I'm black, because, you know, girls fuck black dudes quick. They make white dudes. They really don't make nobody wait. I don't know how there's no incels, bro. Black bitches don't make nobody wait. Y'all crazy. Anyway, but you're a man before you anything. When they came out, they didn't say, it's a black. They smacked you on the ass, see if you cried, and once they heard that, they're like, it's a boy. It's a boy. They didn't say it's a black. You're a man before you anything. Be a man first. Quit being a black man. Being a man that happens to be black. Don't be a black man, because these motherfuckers is not that when they're coming at you. They depend on you being a victim of the system that they plugged into. But they telling you all the time how to make your own system, how the system work, man. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that, man. Appreciate everybody that support the channel, man, because we totally fucking fan funded now, man, and took my goddamn channel. Anyway, we're gonna get this to 1,000, man. So if you like the content, share it, bro. Click all the links at the bottom, man, for Rumble, for locals. I'm about to take this whole shit to other formats, bro. We gonna make the other formats straight, bro. We ain't got time to be playing with YouTube and they censor shit. This like being on Facebook. You gonna censor me every time I say some cool shit, motherfuckers. What's that? Anyway, love each other as you love yourself. Feed the pack.